Hello, good evening, everyone. Yes, and welcome to Ad America, the U.S. Embassy's American Center. Hello again, everyone. My name is Aldi Rashid, and I will be your e-guide for today's event, Metropolitan Toastmasters. Happy Tommy, happy me. Boleh tepuk tangan dulu, teman-teman? Yes, and of course, we are always delighted to have our friends from Metropolitan Toastmasters with us today. But before we begin our event for tonight, we have a question of the day for our online audience. And the question is it true or false that Toastmaster International Headquarters is located in the United States? If you think you know the answer to this question, please do submit it through our online platforms to get a special shout out from us at the very end of this event. And now, I would like to pass the mic to President Nikki.
All right, thank you, Aldi. Hello, everyone. Good evening. All right, thank you very much for coming today. So today we'll have a very fun, hopefully very educative meeting as well. And fun fact, this is the first meeting of the new executive committee. So can I have a nice applause first? Wish us luck for the next term, all right? Okay, so welcome to Metropolitan Toastmaster Club. Can I have a show of hands of who is the first timer here? Anyone who's the first time? I see one. Don't worry, I will not call you up front. I just want to see. All right, we have some guests and maybe some hidden guests who don't want to raise their hands, but it's okay. And welcome also to our, let's say, repeat guests, our visiting Toastmaster members, and of course to our members as well. Now, because we have some new people coming here, I would like to introduce to you what is Toastmasters. Okay, next please. So I've heard some variation. Toastmaster, they say it's probably like a baking club because it's toast, right? Or a guest, I think the other day said it was like a drinking club because like toast or something. But no, Toastmaster, we are a nonprofit educational organization. We are here to build your confidence. We are here to practice public speaking and also to practice leadership as well. We have around 275,000 members plus all around the world. We have around more than 14,000 clubs, not only in Indonesia, but also worldwide. So if you have the chance to go abroad and you want to, let's say, go to other clubs in other countries, that is more than possible and even encouraged. Lastly, we are also there in 150 countries, so you can find us anywhere all around the world. All right, so that is Toastmasters. Now, what is Metropolitan Toastmaster Club and why do you have to join it? Well, our club here, it's called Metropolitan Toastmaster Club, or short for METS. And then why join METS as a member? We have a lot of benefits, as you can see there. So as mentioned, you can learn a lot of soft skills. Here you can have a very nice chance to practice your public speaking, stay here on the stage, for example, to deliver speeches, and then to, let's say, talk about things that you're passionate about. Secondly, we are also here to help you learn through mentorship. So in our club, we will be helping each other through mentorship as well. So you'll learn a lot from your buddies. And this is, of course, CVable. You can put it in your CV, and it can also help with community building, and also this might also help in your career. The fourth one, we are here, we are a positive and also supportive community. Here, there's no right or wrong. We are here to celebrate each other, to support each other in our learning journey. And last but not least, we are here collaborating with Ad America. Can I have a shout out and clap for Ad America, please? We are collaborating with Ad America, hence why the stage, the very nice lighting, the very nice audio visual. So this is the only club with collaboration with Ad America. And that is also why you have to join this club. Now, we also have a slogan, if you see those words below. So I want to try it with everyone here tonight. This is my first time, actually. So every time I say have fun, you say go Mets. Okay, let's try it. Have fun. One more time, have fun. All right, last one, have fun. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. Next, please. So, this is a little bit about our pathway learning journey and how you will learn public speaking and confidence and also leadership here in Toastmasters. So, when you become a member, you can choose one of these pathways. And these pathways are like majors in university. So, you can choose which one that you want to focus more on. And if you're interested in these pathways, you can reach out to our executive committee. Most of us are wearing these lovely vests, so you can reach out to us and ask. But essentially, for instance, if you want to practice your presentation at work or in life, you can choose presentation mastery. If you aspire to become a stand-up comedian, for instance, there's engaging humor. If you would like to practice your leadership, for instance, you can go with dynamic leadership and so on. So there are endless possibilities. Come and ask us about these pathways. All right, next, please. And who are the people running this club? Other than our precious members, we also have the executive committee of 2025-2026 that are running this club together with me. So me as the president over there, and I'd like to introduce as well Sylvie as our vice president of education. Please give her a big round of applause. There we go. We also have our vice president of membership, Wilson. Where are you? There we go, over there. And we have two committees helping these two. We have Teresia as membership committee. There we go. And Nadila next to her as education committee. We also have Lisbeth as our secretary. Hi, Lisbeth. There we go. Weena as our treasurer. Hi, Weena. Weena's over there. Very nice. And we also have Hans and Olis as our surgeon at arms. They're there. That's Hans and Olis. There we go. We also have our immediate past president, Albert, which I think is not here today, but he's here with us in spirit. No worries. All right, so this is our executive committee. Any questions you have about Mets, about Ed America, about this meeting, reach out to us, and hopefully you get the answer that you want. All right, next one, please. Okay, and that should be it from us, from me. Remember, I'll be back here at the end of the meeting to close it. But one message from me to you all is just to have fun throughout the meeting, and then go Mets. Thank you. All right, just to have fun throughout the meeting, learn a lot, and don't forget that this is a place of support and positivity. So whenever you have questions, whenever you have the chance to come up here and speak, please do. All right, then with the power vested in me as the president, I would like to officially open this meeting. All right, now first meeting is officially open, and this is time for me to hand it over to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Wilson. Please give him a big round of applause, everyone.
Thank you. Have fun? Excellent. This side, please. Have fun? Once again, have fun? All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters, distinguished guests, welcome to Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. Give it up for Metropolitan Toastmasters Club. Please give a round of applause. My name is Wilson. I am the Vice President of Membership of this club, and today I serve as your Toastmaster of the meeting. Now, in Toastmasters, July 2025 is the new year for us because our term usually starts on July and ends at June. So the President gives me the most difficult task, having to host this meeting first in our term. But rest assured, we are here to have fun, so don't worry. If you're here watching offline or online, we'll be sure to help you develop your communication skills. Now, today's meeting is about, could you go to the next slide? Happy tummy, happy me. Can you repeat after me? Happy tummy, happy me. Yes, thank you very much. Now we are going to talk about our favorite food, what we are eating when we are stressed or when we are asking our friends to go out with us. Now, usually in other Toastmasters, we celebrate the beginning with fresh start or new beginning, new me, but in Metropolitan Toastmasters Club, we don't really do that. Instead, we are going to talk about food because we don't really care. This is a brilliant idea from our president. So please give a round of applause for our president. Feels so good to be able to blame the president for everything. Now, in Toastmasters, we have the word of the day. This is the word that we want to focus on. So when you are speaking in front, I want you to learn how to use this word. The word of the day is appetizing. Appetizing is adjective. What does it mean? Well, you can read it here, or you can listen to the grammarian explaining to you what it means. And talking about grammarian, I will not be here alone. In every Toastmasters meeting, we always have an evaluator team. And the evaluator team is led by the general evaluator. So, next slide, please. I would like to introduce to you the general evaluation. Not yet, okay. All right, before going there, I would like to tell you about the agenda. In Metropolitan Toastmasters Club, we have 3 agendas in every meeting. First is the prepared speech. Now, prepared speech is where Toastmasters members, especially Metropolitan, are delivering their projects in form of a speech. Now, the speech is usually around 5 to 7 minutes long. And then the second one, the table topics. The table topics is where guests can also learn how to deliver a speech. Now, in table topics, it is much shorter. Your speech will be only 1 to 2 minutes long. And then last but not least, after the session, we will be listening to the evaluation, basically the feedback of what we have said on the stage. And this evaluation is only for members. If you want to become an evaluator, so you have to become a member first. Next, please. Now, talking about evaluator, like I said earlier, I will not be introducing to you all, the members. I will be giving this to our general evaluator. So please give it up to Toastmaster Nadila as our general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wilson. Okay, so good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Toastmaster guests. So, yeah, today is actually my first time being the general evaluator, so I'm a bit nervous here, but thank you everyone here for the support. So today, basically my role is to evaluate the overall meeting, starting from how the meeting was started to how each of the roles were carried out. And also, I will introduce each of the role takers. So we have 5 role takers. So first of all, me being the general evaluator. And then we have the grammarian. So give a round of applause for our grammarian, Hans. Please come aboard.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Hans, and I am tonight's grammarian. So what do? I'm basically your grammar police. So when you come up here, we want to encourage you to learn to speak proper English, because they will be useful for whatever you do in your life. And what will I do later when I give my report is that I'll point out the bad and the good in whatever people say up here. So the bad is about any grammatical mistakes, any syntactical mistakes, the words that you say, is it correct or not? And the good is if you say something remarkable, notable, or something inspiring, or just anything good, I will also point them out in my report later. So thank you, everyone. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. Okay, so, sorry, careful. So we also have the R and W OD counter. So please give a round of applause to Toastmaster Astri.
Hi everyone, my name is Astri, and yeah, same T-shirt. Okay. Okay, so me as NWO counter, my tasks are listen every word that all speakers say, and then I will take note filler words they said. Filler words is sometimes good to help us to control our nervous, but if we nervous when speaking, maybe filler words will make us blank, or maybe using some words like or maybe repeat words or pause very long. And for all speakers, don't forget to use WOD counter, WOD appetizing. Yeah, because I will take note every WOD you said when you speak here on the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Austri. Okay, so we also have the ballot counter, which will be carried out by our Toastmaster Olis. So give a round of applause to Toastmaster Olis.
Thank you. Hey everyone. Good evening, everyone. My name is Olis. Today, I'll serve as a ballot counter. So basically, my duty, I will announce who will be the best speaker, table topic, and also evaluators. In the end of this meeting, I will announce who will be the best, all of them. That's all from me. Thank you so much. Back to you, Toastmaster Nadila.
Wow, Toastmaster Olis. Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Olis. Okay, so last but not least, we also have our timer. So give a round of applause to our timer, Toastmaster Nabila. The stage is yours.
So, hello everyone. Have fun. I'm really sorry I need to use a mask because, yeah, but you can see my face clearly on the screen, right? So, my name is Nabila, and with my bestie over there, the like timer, I will be timing every speaker. So, today we have 3 stations. The first is prepared speech station. The duration is 5 until 7 minutes. So, I will turn on the green light at 5 minutes, and then 6 minutes yellow, and at 7 minutes, it's red. For the table topics, the duration will be 1 until 2 minutes, so I will turn on the green light. I will turn on the green light at 1 minute, and then yellow at a minute and a half, and then I will hit the red light at 2 minutes. For evaluation, it's the same. It's 2 until 3 minutes, so I will turn on the green for 2 minutes, 2 minutes and a half, it's yellow, and then red at 3 minutes. That's all. And please, if you see the red light, it means that you need to wrap up your speech. At least 30 seconds, so that you will be eligible to be voted. That's all my role. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nabila. So give a round of applause for all the role takers of today's meeting. Now, I'm going to pass the mic back to our Toastmaster of the meeting, Wilson.
Thank you, General Evaluator team. Please give them a round of applause again. Please don't get bored on clapping because we will be doing a lot of clapping hands here. Clapping hands, not anything else, okay? Now, before we go, I would like to extend our warmest welcome to our visiting Toastmasters. We have Toastmaster Rizky, the VP Education from Jakarta Toastmasters Club, right there. Thank you very much for coming. Welcome to Mets. And also our VP membership from SCBD Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Florentina over there. Give a round of applause. Actually, did I see Toastmaster Raihan, Secretary of... Do we not have? No? Okay, good. Now, let us move on to our main agenda, which is the prepared speech session. As I have mentioned before, this is a session solely for the members. Members who have learned about their projects via learning management system will be delivering a project by a speech. Today, we are going to have 2 speakers, and I will not be introducing them. Instead, I will be introducing the evaluator for each speaker. So for our first speaker, we have the first evaluator. Can I welcome Toastmaster Wina to the stage to introduce the speaker? Please. Toastmaster Wina, the stage is yours. Good luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Wilson. I'm the evaluator of the first speech, Toastmaster Nabila. I will explain a bit about her project. Toastmaster Nafiska is taking dynamic leadership pathway, and her is doing the project level 2, project 1, understanding your communication style. What the purpose of the project is to understand how she communicates and how she influence others. And without further ado, please help me welcome Toastmaster Nafiska. The leaders didn't just live, they live. Toastmaster Nafiska, please welcome to the stage.
Dear fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests, when I was younger, I used to think that a word leader is actually someone who always giving orders, someone who always pointing finger, someone who always being followed by the member of their organization, or someone who have a power. But as the times goes by, I believe that image of leader has changed in my mind. I believe that a leader is not just lead, but they also lift. A leader can lift the burden whenever things are getting hard. The leader can lift people confidence. And last but not least, a leader also can encourage other people to become leaders too. So actually, the reason why I choose this topic is rather than this is actually my project, level 2, project 1, understanding your leadership style. This is actually because I want to tell you guys how grateful I am to have those positive kind of leader in my current work. So, from working under a great leaders, I realize that actually a good leaders can lift my potential by always giving me a trust to initiate, to work on something that I have never done before. So I basically remember the moment when my leader were asked by a CEO in my company to have a project, which is a website revamp project at that time. And my leader asked me to lead the project. On the other hand, I was thinking, why did he ask me to do this? Meanwhile, I was still an intern at that time. And I asked him, why do you believe me to do this project? Meanwhile, I haven't done this before. And then he answered, the reason why I choose you to lead this project is because I want you to learn. I want you to grow. But it's okay. If you don't want to lead this project, you don't have to. But if you want and you're okay with this, don't worry. I will guide you. I will back you up. And that's when I realized that leader is not only giving orders, but the leader is actually giving a guide. And on the other hand, I also realized that actually a leader can lift my performance. My leader lifts my performance by giving me a critics. They criticize me, but he also give me a solution. So I believe that good leaders always giving us a solution when they criticize. Because before this, I also experienced a leader when they always giving me a critics, but they never give me a solution. instead of helping me growing, he doesn't help me growing at all, but he makes me getting more insecure and insecure, you know. And last but not least, a good leader also lift my confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, a good leaders will do not hesitate to give us appreciation of the work that we do. Just only by saying, good job, thank you for your hard work, or maybe just, oh, you did great. It somehow pushes my confidence to work even better and better. Even when I make a small mistake, my leader didn't stop me. It didn't stop me to step back and crying over my mistake. And based on the 3 points that I told you earlier, I realized something that is very, very powerful. Listen to this. Leadership is not about being in charge, but leaders is about lifting others up. So, when it comes to a moment when you become a leader, whenever it's in your work, or maybe it's in your home, or maybe it's in your community, I hope you all remember that don't just lead, but lift. That's all from me. Thank you.
Guys, did you know leadership is changing? Older people used to believe that if we encourage people, if we praise them, they will get arrogant and they will leave their job. But nowadays, Gen Zs and people younger, they crave that attention, they crave the assurance that we are doing a good job, that we want to be appreciated so that we can do better next time. So ladies and gentlemen, right here, right now, we listen from Toastmaster Nafiska that leadership is changing. We don't only lead, but we also lift others up. Give it up for Toastmaster Nafiska once again. Now, if you think that this will be the only speech for today, you're dead wrong, because we also have an amazing speaker on the seat. Up next, we are about to witness our second speaker delivering his project, and as always, I will not be delivering his introduction. Instead, I will be inviting the second evaluator, Toastmaster Irfan. Toastmaster Irfan, are you here? Yes, you're there. Give it up to Toastmaster Irfan. Good luck.
Today, I will evaluate Toastmaster Yos Hakim on his project, on his pathway, effective coaching, project, public relations strategy. So this project the project goal is for Toastmaster Yos Hakim to apply a public relations strategy, whether for a group use or a personal use, and share his strategy effectively. And of course, the focus is, of course, still in the speech too, so I will also evaluate those things. Especially his previously evaluated aspect, which is storytelling, so I hope that there will be a good storytelling too today. And so, the title of Toastmaster Yos Hakim's speech is Hello Stranger. Sorry, repeat. Hello Stranger, enthusiastically. Toastmaster Yos Hakim, hello, sorry, I forgot the order. How is it? Title name? Name title? Oh yeah. Toastmaster Yos Hakim, hello stranger, enthusiastically. Hello stranger, enthusiastically. Toastmaster Yos Hakim. Yeah, I think I have a problem.
Thank you, Toastmaster Irfan. So, as my project title implies, this evening I want to share with you how to the strategies of public relationship, or simply how to network. So, as an introvert, raise your hand if networking is very heart-wrenching for you. Many of you, oh, more than half. So majority of you are introverts. So let me tell you a story. So, there is, here I am, one evening, one afternoon. It's a pretty slow day. I'm working on my computer, but not really. I'm switching between windows, and when I'm out of Windows to switch, I switch to my phone, scrolling aimlessly, because after all, it is a slow day. Then, out of the blue, my boss came. Yosakim, tomorrow there is this a big oil and gas event. You must attend. It will be a great opportunity for you to network. I cannot attend because I have other matters to attend to. So you will represent me. And then, what? Networking? Strangers? Nobody to talk to? It will be a total nightmare. Okay, let's pause for a second. As much as I hate networking, I must admit that it is one of the most important aspects of my professional life, because in order to get promoted or in order to advance in your career, you need to be exposed. You need to be seen. And how to be seen? You need to show up. You need to introduce yourself to other people. So, for me, networking doesn't come naturally. Compared to standing on the stage, I prefer to sit at the dark corner of this room. Well, not really. I'm standing here after all. But my point is, for many of us, networking doesn't come naturally. So, here I am, still sitting on my desk. I'm contemplating. I know my strength, I know my weaknesses, and networking is not one of them. So, because I know my weaknesses, but I have still to attend to the event tomorrow, I need a strategy. The first one, later in the evening, I already back home. I look at myself in the mirror and see myself from top to bottom. There is this one really unfair thing. People always said, don't judge a book by its cover. But a book will always be judged by its cover. And for a person, the appearance, because the first thing a person see is how you present yourself, is your appearance. So for a professional networking event, this is very acceptable. A pair of suits with a pants, white shoes become more common. Batik also acceptable, long sleeve. The batik must always be long sleeve. So appearance done. The second thing is your weapon. What is your weapon for a networking event? Is your business card. Anyone who want to exchange business card? I forgot. Okay. What is your name? Sorry. Jafran. Let us meet later. Okay. Now your appearance is done. Your weapon is also done. And now, today I'm attending the event and looking at the sea of people I don't know. No, there is nobody I know. And I have a few strategies you may can apply into your personal endeavor. The first one is bring a friend. Bring a friend because as your wingman, because more often than not, your particular friend will know someone that you don't, and he will bridge the conversation between you and the person that you didn't know. As a conversation opener or letter opener, literally, it will open a lot of new doors. The second one is to ready some questions. What is the most commonly asked question? What do you do? How's the weather? Okay. Just in case. Hello, Mr. John. My name is Yosakim. What do you do? Creak, 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 creak. So ask deeper question. Oh, after you exchange business card also. Hello, Mr. John. Hello, Mr. John. What are you up to right now? What is the most exciting thing you do right now? Oh, Yosakim, good idea. I have this one project. Do you know with the AI boom, we need a lot of new data center? Yeah, I know. Data center is a lot of the development of data centers right now. Yes, those data centers are really, really power hungry, and we are struggling to find power supplier. Can you do it? Power generation. Yes, I think I can do it. Let us meet after the meeting. Let us meet after the meeting. So, if you often attend a professional event, there's a good chance that you will collect a lot of business cards. This is legit anyway. So, don't let these business cards become a price wrapper or bungkus gorengan. Okay, collect them in a book like this. This is legit anyway. So, I remember, Mr. John, oh, the one that needs a power supply. I think I can contribute. I can contribute, I can participate, means that money flowing to your company. So, after the meeting, hey, Mr. John, we met yesterday at the awareness event. This is my manager. Let us talk further about the project you mentioned earlier. And a few years later, successful project, millions of dollars to your company. So, preparation. Second, ask deeper questions. And the last, follow-ups to your contacts. Back to Tom. Thank you.
Hello, strangers. Not really. You're my friends. You're my friends. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we just listened to Toastmaster Yosakim's tips on how to network in a not hostile actually, rather unknown environment. You need to prepare, as in your appearance must be good, and then you also have to ask the right questions, and then you have to follow up to your connection so that you will earn the recognition that you deserve. Please give it up once again to Toastmaster Yosakim for the wonderful practical tips. So today we learned two things from our speakers. First thing is leaders don't just lead, they live. And then second, if you want to network to gain recognition, then you have to prepare and make use of your weapons so that you can earn the achievement that you deserve. Now, can I have the timers report, please, Toastmaster Nabila? Everyone is eligible and everyone is on time and eligible to be voted. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for you to vote for the favorite speaker. Now, there are two speakers. First is Toastmaster Nafiska talking about leadership, and second one is Toastmaster Yosakim talking about, hello strangers, actually about networking. Now, in this QR code, you will find two options, so please choose the ones that you resonate with the most. I will give you 10 seconds. Okay, I think most of us here are done. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to become a good leader and if you want to learn how to network, then not only can you listen to them, but you can also join Toastmasters. All right, so the first session is done about prepared speech. Now, if you guys are interested in learning how to do public speaking as a guest, now is the time because I'm about to introduce to you the Table Topics Master. Now, what is Table Topics and what can I do here? I will not be explaining to you about this, but instead I will invite to you the master herself, Toastmaster Trisha. Please come to the stage and lead the session.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Wilson. All right, have fun. I want to hear louder screams here. I want to hear the whole stadium here filled up with your excitement for this next session. So one more time, have fun.
All right, that's a lot better. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Trisha, and today I will be serving as your table topics master. And this is a very exciting session because everyone here, well, the ones that are going to be picked, will have a chance to go up on stage and try out a speech for yourselves. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here it is. We are going to be talking about Happy Tummy, Happy Me, which is the theme of today's meeting. And how it works is that anyone that comes up on stage will be given a question based on the theme that we have here. Now, I want to remind you all to also use the WOD, which is appetizing word of the day. Example, the smell of the freshly baked bread made it incredibly appetizing, and the grammarian will be keeping count of that. So make sure that you use this WOD as much as you can and as necessary as possible in your speech too. All right, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so we can all see there's a theme here. I really love Kermit, so how it's gonna work is that there will be questions inside all of these pictures here, and that is what will be given to the speaker. And I have a bit of a list here, but I would like to see all of your enthusiasm. So the ones who want to speak on stage, please raise your hand. Oh, okay, wow. Seems like, okay, all right, please come up on stage then. Let's give a round of applause, everyone. Okay, so a little bit of a spoiler. This is, I think you should introduce yourself. What's your name?
My name is Nadia.
This is a little awkward. She's my cousin, but well, here she is. But okay, all right, Nadia, go ahead. You can pick your favorite Kermit from all of these pictures, and there will be a question inside there. All right, Kermit on the table looking, oh, okay, he's got a little bear friend right over there. Okay, please, let's pick that picture. Yes. All right, the question is, what food or meals remind you of home? Okay, what a sentimental question. Please, you have the stage for 1 to 2 minutes.
I guess I'd like to begin by defining what home means to me, because I was born here, but I grew up in Oxford, which is very far away in the UK. And I guess I'll introduce to you my food that reminds me of home. Is actually a very well-known food here called Indomie. So I'll take you back to when I was a kid in primary school. So that's when you're about 7 or 8. And during lunchtime, my mum had packed me Indomie in my lunchbox. Now, I grew up in an area where there weren't very many Asian people. So I opened my lunchbox, and immediately the girl who was sitting across from me said, "Ew, what's that smell?" She didn't find it at all very appetizing. So flash forward to a couple of years later, I started wanting to just fit in. So I ran home to my mom and said, "Please just pack me a cheese sandwich so kids don't tell me that my food smells." So after that, I started eating cheese sandwiches. But I guess flash forward to when I was about a teenager, people started to be more interested in other areas of the world. And they started being interested in noodles, but noodles that were from China, noodles that were from Thailand. And I started thinking to myself, wait, that memory from when I was 6 or 7, everyone said that my Indomie smelled. Fun fact, actually, my mother is a big caterer. She's a cook. And she actually shares a lot of Indonesian food and has introduced it to a lot of people over in Oxford. So I guess a food that does remind me of home, even though my mum is an amazing cook, and I think she would hate me saying this, is actually Indomie. Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow. All right, take that, Indomie haters. Who here hates Indomie? You guys are not out of my friend list. I'm sorry. Okay, but thank you very much for the very, unique story. And coming all the way from the UK, of course, it's going to be a very different culture. You have different foods, and it's not something that you're used to, but it's good for you to also share. And perhaps, who knows, your friends might also like it too along the way. So thank you very much. All right, next up, I hear that we have one person here in the front row who is interested to do table topics. Toastmaster Siska, please come on stage. Give her a round of applause. All right, so as you can see, the Kermit on the table is already chosen, so you can pick everything from the top row or the fourth one and the sixth one on the bottom row.
I would like to choose Kermit eating pizza.
The pizza one, okay. I hope this does not strike World War III. Can you convince us why pineapple does or does not belong on pizza? So there's a running joke here, if perhaps you may not have heard of it. Not a lot of people like pineapple on pizza, but you can choose a side. Would you like to convince us why it does go on pizza or why it does not? All right? Okay. 1 to 2 minutes. Toastmasters Siska, everyone.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tisha. Okay, actually, personally, I haven't tried pineapple on pizza, but I think I can imagine it a little bit. Pineapple has a sweet flavor, and I think for me, it might blend well with paprika and pepperoni, I guess. So I think it can emphasize, and actually pretty appetizing for me to taste pineapple on the pizza. And I believe, and I think that the sweetness and sourness also can bring the very rich flavor, and also I don't know. For me, I think it would be the best combination for between sweet and also spicy from the paprika, and maybe a little bit of tomato sauce, and put a little bit on chili sauce on it. I think it would be really great. That's all from me, and I hope that I can convince you all to try if there is a recipe on Domino's Pizza or Pizza Hut. But yeah, thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, maybe I might be convinced that pineapple is quite sweet, so we'll give it a try on pizza as well. Who knows? Thank you, Toastmaster Siska. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next speaker, and I see that there was a bit of a request from up there. The guy with the somewhat dusty blue jacket. Can you please come up on stage? All right, big round of applause, everyone. Okay, so this is a soon-to-be Toastmaster, everyone. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. My name is Rafa, and you might have noticed me before, a couple of weeks ago in June. And still on the topic of family, I am related to Trisha. I am her close cousin.
I guess I'm somehow becoming the marketing team for my family now for Toastmasters, so recruit me, Exco. Sorry. Okay. All right, so Rafa, go ahead and pick your Kermit.
I'd like to choose the one where he's taking a photo in front of the Big Ben.
Okay, great choice. Let's pick the one with Big Ben. All right, this is a scenario. A batch of exchange students from European countries have just arrived in Indonesia. Now, what Indonesian delicacies would you encourage them to try? Aside from Indomie, of course.
Right.
Okay, the stage is yours.
Okay. So a little bit off topic, but I'm actually going to be attending a student exchange in Thailand somewhere around August next month. And I will be meeting a lot of people from around the world, obviously. But with this topic, a batch of exchange students from Europe, countries have just arrived in Indonesia. What food am I going to introduce to them? Obviously, I'm going to introduce to them the most appetizing, the most delightful, the most delicious, and the most amazing food in Indonesia. But I also have to remember that in Europe, some Europeans, I've met a lot of Europeans, and they could not really tolerate spicy food. A lot of them, I mean, it's kind of ironic since European powers, they used to colonize the world in search of spices, and they also use spices for trade. But a few centuries after that, they no longer use spices, and they've stick back to their old ways of cooking food. Now, back to the topic, the first thing that I will introduce to them is nasi padang. I believe that a lot of people like nasi padang. It is the most popular food, and it is in fact ranked as the number one most delicious food in the world. I'm sure you've all heard of rendang, the beef, uh, the meat that is condensed, put into coconut milk. So I will let them try nasi padang. I know it's a little bit weird because nasi padang is spicy, and a lot of Europeans don't really tolerate spicy food. But I'm gonna, give them the mildest, the least spicy of nasi padang. Or maybe I'm also going to try them to try out tempeh, which I think is my favorite Indonesian dish. It is really easy to make and it's very satisfying. Of course, it's appetizing. It really works up an appetite. So if they're a little bit less tolerant on spicy food, then maybe they could try tempeh. But if they want to go a little bit exotic, a little bit more special, they can go try nasi padang if they have the guts for it. So yeah, I think if I was the ambassador for these exchange students, I will definitely offer them some nasi padang or some tempeh. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafa. All right. Yes, I love eating tempeh for breakfast. It's my favorite food, so I would definitely go with your pick as well. All right. Okay, so for the next speaker, I hear that one of our soon-to-be Toastmaster members as well, Kak Hanif would like to come on stage. All right, let's give a round of applause again, everyone. Let's go. Okay, hello, Kak. All right, so we have, how many Kermits do we have left? So, 2, that's right. The one with the hearts. Actually, the one with the ice cream right there, the 6th one, and the first one is not chosen yet. So, which one would you like? Okay, the 6th picture, this one, yes. All right, so the question here, Kak Hanif, if you could describe yourself with an ice cream flavor, what flavor would that be? Right.
Well,
This stage is yours, Toastmaster Hanif.
I think the flavor would be strawberry and vanilla. Well, I don't know. Maybe some chocolate because of my skin color. Well, the question is, the flavor. I'm sorry, this is my first time to. Okay, thank you for your understanding. So, I think the flavor would be 3 of them: chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. I take the strawberry because my lips is pink, and I take the chocolate because my skin color is chocolate, and the white one, well, I don't have it. Maybe, my my head skin. Yeah, it's a white, just like vanilla. Oh, green light. Can I leave? Oh,
Keep going, keep going. The green
Okay.
light means for you to go.
okay. So what else? I think 3 of them. Is it enough? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kak Hanif. Oh, wow. Well, that's a way for you to describe it. So, strawberry and chocolate. That is a very classic and delicious combination. I hope that you treat us for ice cream next time when you come over. All right. So, now I am going to be doing a very interesting thing. I will throw a chance to the audience, and we already have 2 right here in the, in the front row. Okay, how about this? I'd like you guys to play rock, paper, scissors. The winner gets to pick whether to go on stage or not. All right, here we go, guys. Rock. Okay, all right, who's the winner? Who's the winner? Okay, would you like to come on stage? Yes, okay, everyone, round of applause once again. Hello, Ka. What's your name?
My name is Toastmaster Zafran.
Ooh, Toastmaster. All right.
Yeah.
Visiting club then?
No, I'm
Oh.
here.
I'm sorry. I still need to get to know everyone here, apparently.
Well, I was at the onboarding meeting last week, so yeah.
Oh, all right. That's very embarrassing on my part then. Hello, Kak Zafran.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So, Toastmaster Zafran, you have two more picks: the one with the hearts or the one with what looks like a banana split ice cream. Which Kermit would you like to pick?
I'd like to pick the banana split one.
Okay. Is this your favorite dessert, perhaps? Okay. Very classic question. What's a meal that never fails to lift your mood? Any type of meal, whether it's dessert, something big, maybe a drink. Please, Toastmaster.
It's on Indomie.
That's okay.
All right. What's a meal that never fails to lift my mood? Well, I would say that it is a time-tested meal, and it's a pretty traditional one. It's soto Betawi. When I go to have a lunch, I always have that craving of soto Betawi, that coconut milk, the taste of coconut milk in my mouth and the softness of its meat. It's, it's my personal comfort food, except for Indomie. And, it's a very time-tested food, and, it's very comforting for me. And that's why I should recommend you to go and have a lunch or dinner with soto Betawi, because it's one of my favorite food, and I am one of its shill for soto Betawi. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kak Zafran. Okay, wow. I have to agree. 120% Soto Betawi is my favorite as well. I love how you described it, the softness of the meat as well. I see Kak Wilson laughing. You made him laugh. That's a really huge achievement. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. Unfortunately, the time is running a little short on our end, but I would like to give a round of applause and everyone as well for the encouragement to come up on stage and to do a speech. Hopefully, there will be more slots. Make sure you tag your slots in the table topic session, and you'll get the chance to also speak for the next meeting. So, I would like to have the timers report now from the timer. Is everyone qualified to be picked? Yes. Okay, big round of applause again. Everyone is qualified, so all of you guys can pick for your favorite speakers. The first one is soon to be Toastmaster Nadia, and then we have the names, which is, I need to refresh my memory. Yes, Toastmaster Siska, there. Okay, where is she? Oh, she's gone. Oh, there she is. Okay, Toastmaster Siska, and then we have soon to be Toastmaster Rafa, and then soon-to-be Toastmaster Hanif, and Toastmaster Zafran. Yes. All right, so you can all vote by scanning the QR code in the front. And now I will return the control back to our lovely Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Wilson.
Have fun? Did you have fun? Raise your hand if you had fun. Yes, that's what I like to see. The reason why I joined Toastmasters is because I was hooked to table topics. There are lots of topics that we could talk about, yet when we are standing here, somehow our mind goes blank. And when our mind goes blank, I remember the sweetness of coconut milk and the tenderness of the meat. Toastmaster Zafran, I really love how descriptive and how... I'm sorry. I ate pho before this. Now listening to him, I actually wanted to eat soto Betawi again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the end of our table topic session. If you didn't get the chance, please feel free to come again next meeting. But before we end that, I would like to welcome our general evaluator to deliver the most important and the most insightful event of this meeting. So let us welcome Toastmaster Nadila to lead the session. Toastmaster Nadila? Yes, I'm sorry. Give it up to her. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster Wilson. So now we are going to bring our evaluators to give 2 to 3 minutes evaluations for our prepared speaker. So please come on stage, the evaluators. Come on stage, please. The first, Toastmaster Rina for the first evaluation.
Thank you, Toastmaster, our general evaluator. I will evaluate our first speaker. Who is our first speaker? Toastmasters Nafiska. Therefore, please congratulate her to finish her project by clapping her hands. Thank you. Okay, her project is about the leadership style. I would like to highlight, I really like when you talking about your personal story, you're talking how about your boss, your leader to lead you, influence you, and how your speech structure, the second, your speech structure is really nice when you give the comparisons about the bad and good leaders, how the leader influence you, how you learn from the bad and the good leaders. However, in every single speech, we have the room for improvements. I would like to have you two challenge for your next speech, Toastmaster Nafiska, is try to get the audience attention because the 5 minutes in the 5 minutes you need to get the audience attention. I would like to suggest you, since your speech about how the leadership style, you can give a quotes or surprising statement. You can say, your leader, my hero, my leader, my bestie, anything. So your audience can get attention to your speech. And also, I would like to challenge you to not read the script because I believe you are sharing something you already know. No matter how the speech writing, I believe not anybody know about your script. When you're sharing something, you enjoy the stats. So I would like to challenge you about that. In the summarize, I really like your personal story, your speech structure. Your challenge is to enjoy the stats and grab the audience attention. Therefore, I would like to congratulations again to Toastmaster Nafiska. You finished your project, level 2, project 1. And please challenge yourself in the next speech. That's all from me, and back to you, our Madam Junior Evaluator, Toastmaster Nadila.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rina. I love your pants, by the way. Okay, now for the next evaluations, please come on stage, Toastmaster Irfan. Stage is yours.
This is legit the notes that I use in my job. That was one method that Toastmaster Yasakim used in his speech. And that's really attract some of us that already lose attention to the speech. So let's give him a round of applause for that. And without those little methods, we would lose attention to the main message, which is trying to deliver on how to approach a networking event, especially for someone like me who is a beginner in, or I never attend something like that, to a networking speech. So it does really help for me to get back to the speech. And I really like that his use of material is really good. It attracts people's attention back because there is something new in the States. I mean, let's be honest. The States might be boring at some point because it's just you here. It's just me here. But when you introduce something new like, he will get back here again, just for this something new. So that's a way to do it. And I really like that his speech is the material of the speech don't just tell you to do this, but he also give example. Like for the questions, I actually kind of forgot the questions. What do you do recently? So we just left hanging like, oh, yeah, okay, but how should I do that? But he gives example right away. And of course, in every speech, there is always something that we can improve, and I want it to be something that we can learn, which is the use of emotion. Have you ever heard that storytelling is good in speech? Please raise your hand if you have. Yes? Thank you. Yes, it is good, but why? Storytelling is good because it attracts people's emotion. So what we want to do, the real goal is to attract people's emotion, not the use of story itself, but to attract people's emotion. So you can do something like, instead of, it's a nightmare. I kind of forgot the details, but when he said that it's a nightmare, he smiled instead of seemingly terrified. That's part of the use of emotion in storytelling. You want people to feel the terror. It's really a nightmare. Something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not the best at it either. And also, I really like that he used points, so that there is an order and points that we can bring up. There is 3 points, right? What I want you to remember is that be consistent with your point. There is 3 points, but at the conclusion at the end, the point order is different. So for me, who don't write anything, I kind of confused. Oh, what is it? I think the second point was not that. So I want you, and everyone else to try in your next speech, presentation, or anything to use your emotion first, and to use the right points. I think that's it from me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Irfan. So now we are going to vote for the best evaluator. So now, please scan and vote for your. Oh. Okay. So first, we are going to 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 give the timer report. So please, Toastmaster Nabila, please come on stage.
Unfortunately, only Toastmaster Wina is eligible to be voted.
Okay. Okay, so now we don't need to vote for the best evaluator, but we deeply apologize that there are some mistake for the QR for the table topic evaluation. So please kindly help to scan and vote again for the table topic speaker. Okay, thank you for the votes. So now I am going to call for our grammarian. Hans, please give your report on the stage, please.
Hello again, everyone. I'm back as your grammarian, and as I noted earlier, I will note out some of the bad and some of the good, lots of the good that people have said when they are up here on the stage. So I'll just start with the bad because to get it out of the way. Actually, it has been a very good meeting in grammar-wise because I didn't notice anything noteworthy or particularly egregious in terms of like the grammar. Just very small examples. One of the speeches earlier used the phrase will do not. There's no such thing, so they should have said will not. There's also in one of the speeches mentioned something along the lines how to be seen, which isn't particularly correct. It should have been how can you be seen. And in one of the evaluations, one of the evaluators mentioned your audience can get attention. It should have been in the other way around. You can capture the audience's attention, so you're trying to capture all of your attention. With the bad out of the way, I'll just mention a few phrases that I find particularly interesting. In Toastmaster Nafiska's speech, it's a bit of a rephrase of her title, but she mentioned at the very end, leaders are not just about being in charge, but also lifting others up. So I think it's an interesting rephrase of her speech title. Toastmaster Yosakim, I like how he describes business cards as being a weapon for networking events. Toastmaster Siska mentioned sweetness of the pineapple, spiciness of the pepperoni, and savoriness of the tomato sauce. I think it's describes very well and how pineapples can be very appetizing for pizza. I'm very much on a team pineapple. And Toastmasters Zafran used what I think is a very good word, time-tested. And I think that's my report for now. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hans. Now, please come on stage, Toastmaster Astri for the NWO decoder evaluations.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Nadila. So, yeah, for the report from NWOD counter, so I listen for Toastmaster Nafiska, you mentioned once, 4 times, and 3 times, and 2 times for repeat words. Toastmaster Yosakim, you mentioned 3 times and repeat words once. Toastmaster Wilson, you only once for Toastmaster soon to be Toastmaster Nadia, you mentioned more than 5. And Toastmaster Siska, you mentioned 4 times, once and twice for Toastmaster soon to be Toastmaster Rafa, you mentioned once, 2 times, once. Soon to be Toastmaster Hanif, you mentioned once and once. Toastmaster Safran, you no mention filler words, but you mention repeat words once. So, Toastmaster Wina, you mention once and repeat words once. Toastmaster Irfan, you mention once and repeat words once. Okay, I think that's all for my report. Back to you, Toastmaster Nadila.
Thank you. So thank you for all the evaluators and the role takers for taking their time to assess and evaluate today's meeting. So now it's my turn to evaluate the overall meeting. So we started the meeting on time. Kudos to all the everyone's involved, especially the SAA, the VPE, and our president. And for today, the theme, Happy Tummy and Happy Me, carry out very creatively throughout the whole meeting. So thank you for all the participants involved. So for the role takers, I think the grammarians, the INWOD, and also um, the all of the role taker here is giving a very sharp evaluations. So kudos to all the role takers here. And for my suggestions is, I think it is better if we could manage the time more properly maybe. And actually it's also for me, the general evaluator, I think it's better for me to be more prepared beforehand so I can be more comfortable in my own role as a GE. But that is all for today's evaluations. I'm going to pass the stage to our ballot counter for giving the result for today. So give a round of applause to our Toastmaster Alice as our role ballot counter for today.
Have fun! As I mentioned earlier, I will announce who will be the best speaker, table topic, and also evaluator. For the best prepared speaker goes to Toastmaster Yosakim. Give a round of applause. Congratulations. And for the next, okay, I'm so sorry. For the next, for the best table topic speaker goes to soon to be Toastmaster Nadia. Congratulations. And the last but not the least, for the best evaluators goes to Toastmaster Wina. All right, those all announcement, and thank you so much. And back to our handsome Tom.
Thank you, handsome ballot counter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we end this session, one last time, have fun? This side, have fun? All right, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. As promised, we have reached the end of our meeting today. We had 3 sessions, the prepared speech session where we had 2 speakers talking about leadership as well as making networks. And then in the table topic session, we had a lot of fun discussing about food and how we introduce them to our neighboring humans, okay? And then to sum it up, we also had evaluators evaluating the speeches as well as how we use our language and how we use our filler words in our speeches. What to say? Overall, I think this has been a very fruitful moment for us. And if you are interested in becoming a public speaker or if you want to become a better communicator, and if you feel that Metropolitan Toastmasters Club is the place for you, then by all means, please chat us, please talk to us, and we'll be happy to assist you for you to overcome your fears. Now, this is my last words at the Toastmaster meeting. Thank you very much for staying with us. My name is Wilson. My apologies for any mistakes that I have made during my session. And I will give the control back to our Madam President, Toastmaster Nikki. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. All right, thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster of the meeting. Very well done. Okay, everyone, have fun. All right, thank you very much. I hope everyone here learned a lot. I hope everyone here had fun tonight. And I hope you could get a lot of key takeaways from our speakers, from our evaluators. And shout out to our table topic speakers tonight. Can I have a big round of applause for our guests and members alike? Very well done. All right, so as a closing, I would like to welcome everyone here. If you're new here, if you joined today, please scan the QR code on the screen so you can fill in your information and then you can get information as well regarding our meetings. All right, and next, please. Okay, so also if you like this meeting, if you want to come join us, if you're like, oh, when is the next meeting? I want to come and I want to do the table topic because I didn't do it today. So you can always follow us on Instagram. It's @mets.toastmasters. You can see when our next meeting is. You can come and join us at America and then try doing table topics or try joining as a member as well. Okay, next, please. And of course, don't forget to follow our partner at America. They have a lot of very nice events. I joined one of them last time was July 4th, the Carnival Games. So they have a lot of great events. Please, please, please do follow them on Instagram and then also come here often. All right, next, please. Now, if you are interested, like, oh, I want to join as a member because this community is so great, then you can always reach out to our very lovely VPM, Vice President of Membership, and also our membership committee, Wilson and Teresia. You can scan the QR code over there to be connected to Teresia's WhatsApp. Please ask her about Toastmaster only, not the others. I mean, please don't spam her, guys. And then if you are interested in knowing more about METS, well, who we are, what we stand for, how to join as a member, how to come to our next meeting as a guest, you can always scan our link tree over there. Or if you want to scan our QR board, you can reach out to our Surgeon at Arms, Toastmaster Olis or Toastmaster Hans. We have also a QR board that you can scan. So if you miss out on this one, you can have the online version. All right, so before I close today, we do have time. I would like to give two kinds of appreciation. The first one, can I have Toastmaster Nadila to stand up? And Toastmaster Tricia, do we have Toastmaster Tricia? Please stand up. Please give them a big round of applause because they took the courage to do first-time role takers here as GE and Table Topic Master. So if you'd like to try role taking or speaking in front of the stage, please come again to our next meeting. And the next appreciation, as Toastmaster Wilson mentioned, thank you as well for our visiting Toastmaster February, right? No, Rizky. Sorry. Toastmaster Rizky from Jakarta Toastmaster Club, Toastmaster Flo up there from SCBD. Thank you for coming. And also to our guests and members alike, thank you so much for coming today. I hope you enjoyed. And last but not least, if you are interested in joining our next one, we will have our next meeting on July 22nd. And it coincides with Family Day. So our next theme would be family. So if you have some interesting stories about family you want to tell, or if you want to come and join the fun, like today, you're always welcome. All right. So I think that's it from me. And I would like to close with our slogan one last time. All right. Have fun, everyone. All right. Thank you very much. Back to you, Aldi.
Thank you, Madam President. Can we please get a big round of applause for our Madam President, everyone? Yes, and thank you everyone for coming tonight. And earlier in this event, we asked a question of the day to our online audience. The question was, is it true or false that Toastmaster International headquarters is located in the United States? And the answer to that is true, because the headquarters of Toastmaster International is located in the state of Colorado, United States. Congratulations to Atmosviha from Instagram for getting the answer correctly. And that marks the end of our event for tonight. My name is Aldi with the entire Ad America team saying thank you and see you guys at the next Ad America event. Bye everyone.